There seems to be something hiding in the pool. John looks at the pool, twice pop out of the water, followed by the third. Next, it is an ugly giant bullfrog. The terrified John reaches for the bow and arrow behind his back. Starved bullfrog ready for a feast, spit out its mucus-covered tongue. Fortunately, John turns on the flash in time, just escapes. When he looks up, suddenly sees a husky appearing in front of him. John is terrified, just run away. But just 2 steps away, he is hit by the bullfrog's tongue again. John's right leg is stuck with its tongue. Even he keeps fighting, being slowly dragged into the mouth of bullfrog. At this critical moment, Husky stands up, bite the bullfrog's tongue. John takes the opportunity to get rid of the bullfrog's tongue. That's it. 1 man and 1 dog flee here under the chasing of the bullfrog. Looking at the dog rescued him, John decides to take the husky on the road together. This husky is very smart. When the two are ready to go, Dog brings a red dress. It is a relic by Dog's former master. Dog even knows better than John how to survive in the wild. This purple fruit looks delicious, but it's full of toxins. Walking through the deserted city alone, across the abandoned bridge, John suddenly disappears. It turns out to have fallen into a deep pit. He finds the soles of the feet full of bones. There are countless small holes around. Sudden, a sandworm flies out of a side hole. In a hurry, a rope falls on John. Someone is saving him. John crawls out of the hole with all his strength. The little girl takes out a grenade and throws it down. Now the monster's over. John, who has 0 field survival experience, decides to go on a journey with them. Under the training of the little girl, John's archery skills have finally improved. While on the way, Grandpa also gives John a lot of knowledge about survival, popularize the weaknesses of different monsters. After a few days, 3 people with different destinations have to part ways, but John hasn't gone far. He finds something under his feet. John is looking at feet in horror. There are countless spikes protruding from the ground. John looks back. A 100-meter-long centipede stands up. John pulls out the bow and arrow behind his back and wants to shoot, but he is thrown 10 meters away by the centipede's tail. The centipede that entangles the little duck finds the husky. Just when centipede opens its bloody mouth and enjoys delicious snack, John stands up bravely, raises the crossbow in his hand. Shoot out! Giant centipede feels in pain, turn around and rush towards John. John hurriedly shoots the second arrow. John, who killed monsters alone, finally gains confidence, and these monsters didn't come from anywhere else but our Earth. In the future world, an asteroid named Agatha is about to hit Earth. Humans fire countless nuclear bombs and destroys it. Although mankind is saved, the hazardous material from the bomb falls back to Earth. Animals on Earth begin to mutate and attack humans. Only 1 year, the human population has dropped by 95%. The survivors have to live in bunkers, and John is in one place for 7 years. 7 years ago, giant spiders attack the city. John was forced to separate from his girlfriend. Parents were also killed in the attack. Finally, one day, John contacted his girlfriend by radio, and he also made up his mind to go alone to the camp where his girlfriend was 100 kilometers away. John and Husky come to a deserted camp. Suddenly, there is a small sound from behind. John looks back. A monster comes out of the ground. John takes Husky and runs away. The monster is chasing after. In a panic, John and Husky hid in the tree stump. The monster is still chasing, but the two who are hiding are not found. John firmly holds the dog's mouth with his hand, afraid dog will make a sound. Monster has no eyes, but the hearing is extremely sensitive. The monster doesn't find the two who keep silence, evacuates after a search. John finally let go of the dog, who is about to be smothered to death. Monster hasn't gone far. Husky is attracted to something, run out right away. Barking towards the red dress in the river, dog's bark alarms the monster. John rushes towards his backpack, take out the grenade in the bag, and stare silently for 5 seconds. Finally, John escapes again, but he feels something moving in his body. John tears off his clothes, finds that the body is covered with giant leeches, pink color slime. John just wants to vomit. Enduring the severe pain, he pulls out the bugs from his body, but not long. John seems to have a high fever. The whole body begins to shake non-stop, then even starts to hallucinate. The surrounding scene becomes bizarre. He starts to get blue veins on his face. His feet fall to the ground. Suddenly he sees a plant. The old man told him that this can detoxify. John tries his best to pick off the leaves and stuff them into mouth. Then a blurry figure appears in his vision. When he wakes up, he finds himself in the camp where his girlfriend is. Girlfriend tells John, although it's safe here, still often attacked by monsters, they're going to get out of here with a man called Captain. John is also told his girl doesn't like him anymore. The past 7 years, girlfriend has lost her most precious person. Poor John has nothing left. Finally, after seeing ex-girlfriend safe, John decides to return to his bunker. Tonight the captain sent someone to treat John with food. John picks up the fruit and looks at it. It turns out to be the poisonous fruit he encountered before. Now John realizes the seriousness of the matter. He hurriedly finds girlfriend on the beach, tells her his guess. Unexpectedly, he just says a word, then he is knocked out. When John wakes up again, finds everyone tied up. Now the captain also reveals his identity. Their true identities are pirates who rob along the coastline. The captain presses the button on his waist, then a huge crab climbs up the reef. Girlfriend breaks away from the rope quietly, then removes a plate, hit hard at the rope tied to John. John, who breaks free from the shackles, runs to the bonfire, pick up the trident and rush towards the giant crab. Seeing the crab turns over, the captain quickly presses the button again. The crab, stimulated by the electric current, is back to alive again. John is hit by pliers and flying 10 meters away. At this crucial moment, Husky once again stands in front of John. He keeps yelling at the crab. Crab seems terrified too. The captain orders his men to get rid of the dog. Just when pirates are about to launch missile, girlfriend uses a stick to hit. The missile deflects and hit the crab. The crab that gets hit goes wild. John is dragged by the crab and rubbed against the ground. At this crucial moment, girlfriend throws the launcher to John, but when John points the cannon at the crab, he hesitates, because he sees pleading in the crab's eyes. Crab actually doesn't want to hurt people, it's just the electric current from the chains that controls it. John points the muzzle at the chain. The uncontrollable crab lets go of John, then it rushes straight towards the cruise ship on the sea, and the 3 people on the boat are treated by crab as snacks, swallow one by one into the mouth. After setting up the campers, John returns to the bunker again, and take all the survivors on the journey to find hope again.